Welcome to Synthesize, the channel where we transform long, complex podcast interviews into short, powerful summaries. If you want to save time while still getting the best ideas, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Today, we are decoding a fascinating conversation between Jay Shetty and Chani Nicholas, one of the world's leading astrologers and a New York Times best-selling author. But this isn't about predicting the lottery or guessing your crush's sign. They dive deep into how astrology acts as a map for your potential, the crisis of the Saturn Return, and why free will always trumps fate. As Chani puts it, your agency is your greatest gift and your greatest power. Let's synthesize the wisdom hidden in the stars. Full interview link is in the description. It's easy to dismiss astrology as pseudoscience or superstition. Interestingly, Chani Nicholas doesn't want you to blindly believe in it either. She argues that skepticism is actually a vital part of the process. The goal isn't to force a belief system, but to find a tool that helps you serve the world more effectively.
Astrology, they have their doubts, they're cynical about it. What would you say to them?
Great. I love it. Like, you should be cynical. And also, God forbid we all like the same thing. It's like, I don't really even want to live in a world where we all believe in astrology, whatever that might mean. I think diversity is really important. I think that my main agenda is that you understand what your life's purpose is.
This is a refreshing take. Chani isn't selling a religion. She's offering a framework for self-discovery. Whether you use astrology, therapy, or philosophy, the tool matters less than the result, finding your purpose. So if it's not magic, what is it? Chani explains that a birth chart is essentially a snapshot of the sky at the exact moment you arrived. But unlike a rigid prediction of your future, it serves as a map of your potential, highlighting the terrain you have to navigate rather than dictating the path you must take.
Of your life, of your life's purpose, of your soul. It's a mirror of the events that also happen on the earth. And when you're born, somebody's astrology chart is literally like a map of their life. It's a map of your potential. It's a map of your problems. It's a map of your growth edges. It's a map of all the...
Think of your chart like a topographical map for a hiker. It shows you where the mountains and rivers are, but it doesn't hike the trail for you. It reveals your growth edges, the specific challenges designed to help you evolve. Have you ever read a magazine horoscope and thought, this doesn't sound like me at all? There's a reason for that. We tend to focus entirely on our sun sign, the sign determined by the month we were born. But Chani reveals that in traditional astrology, your rising sign is actually the more accurate marker of your life's motivation.
But it was very, very focused on the rising sign. And the rising sign is so specific because, again, it's about where you're born and the exact time, because that's the exact piece of sky that's rising up over the eastern horizon. And that's your marker of life. Like, that's your, yes, I'm here. I'm saying yes to this life. I am, separate from the body that brought me here.
This distinction is crucial. Your sun sign is general, shared by everyone born that month. Your rising sign is specific to the minute of your birth. It represents your yes to life and sets up the unique structure of your entire chart. One of the most common questions people ask is, what am I supposed to do with my life? Chani explains that your chart holds specific clues. By looking at the planet that rules your rising sign, you can pinpoint the area of life where you are naturally designed to shine.
But what it also does, the rising sign gives you a key to the meaning of your life, because the planet that rules that sign is the planet that steers the ship of your life. And so if you feel lost, if you feel like you're not sure what your purpose is, one of the quickest ways to understand it astrologically is to understand where the planet that rules your rising sign is. And so if the ruler of your rising sign is in...
This moves astrology from vague personality traits to actionable career advice. If you feel lost, identifying the ruler of your chart can act as a compass, pointing you toward the activities, like writing, service, or leadership, that will feel most aligned for you. If you've ever felt like your life was falling apart between the ages of 27 and 30, you're not alone. Astrologers call this the Saturn Return. It's a cosmic coming-of-age moment where the structures of your youth fall away, demanding that you step into true, responsible adulthood.
Was thought as such a big moment because every 28 years you go through this closing of a loop. So between the age of 27-ish, 28, 27 to 30, you go through this kind of closing of a door and a threshold experience into a new stage of life. Saturn is the planet of responsibility and of adulthood. And it's also the planet that's...
While often feared, the Saturn return is actually a gift. It strips away what isn't working: bad jobs, outgrown relationships, childish habits, forcing you to build a foundation that can actually support the adult you are becoming. Naturally, the topic of love comes up. Can astrology tell you who you will marry or when you will meet them? Chani advises against using astrology for specific predictions. Instead, she uses it to understand the nature of the partnership you need to thrive.
That I'm in.
Does your astrology tell you who you're going to fall in love with?
No. It tells you, though, what you need out of a relationship.
Interesting.
So it tells you the quality and the nature of the person that you need. So for me also, I didn't realize this until after I had met my wife, but I really need somebody to work with.
This reframes the search for love. Instead of asking, when will it happen? The chart asks, what works for me? It helps you recognize the right person by their energy and how they complement your life, rather than looking for a specific name or date. For those struggling with heartbreak or loneliness, Chani shares a powerful meditation technique. Rather than obsessing over a checklist of physical traits or job titles, she suggests focusing entirely on the energetic feeling of being with the right person.
Just sit, and this is from Catherine Woodward Thomas, Calling in the one of the best meditations that she ever gave me, and I've given it to millions of people, is to sit in meditation and just no thoughts about, no specifics about who the person, what they look like or what they do for a living, none of that. What do they feel like? What does their energy feel like? And what do you feel like sitting across from them? And what is that energetic match? And then I just want you to go out into the world. And
this practice quiets the anxious mind. By focusing on the feeling of safety, excitement, or partnership, you train your intuition to recognize that specific frequency when it appears in the real world, bypassing your usual superficial filters. We can't talk about astrology without mentioning the infamous Mercury Retrograde. It's often blamed for broken phones and travel chaos. But Chani offers a more productive perspective. It's a mandatory cosmic pause button designed to make us review our systems.
And it loses its specificity and it loses its meaning. So it's something really common that happens, and what it's trying to teach us is stop, pause, and turn around and look at what just happened. Review where you just came from. Review the document. Do you need to send that text? It's a good time to practice.
Instead of fearing technology glitches, use these periods as quarterly reviews for your life. If something breaks during retrograde, it usually means the system was already faulty. It's an opportunity to fix the cracks in your foundation before moving forward. Finally, the most important lesson of the interview: agency. No matter what your chart says, whether it predicts ease or struggle, you are the one driving the car. The stars might indicate the weather, but you decide how to dress for it and where to drive.
Things that are yours to say yes to. It requires you to say yes to your talents. It requires you to say yes to your agency, and then to fully own it and everything that comes along with it, and then move boldly in that direction. And then I think that time starts to kind of meet you in a way.
Fate and free will coexist. The chart provides the timing and the tools, but your conscious effort is the variable that changes everything. Astrology isn't a script you have to follow. It's an invitation to co-create your life with the universe. To sum up the wisdom from Chani Nicholas: 1. Your chart is a map, not a prison. It reveals your potential and challenges, but you have to walk the path. 2. Embrace the difficult cycles. Moments like the Saturn Return or Mercury Retrograde are actually designed to help you mature and refine your life. 3. Agency is everything. The stars support you, but they cannot do the work for you. You must say yes to your own life. Here is a question for you to reflect on. Are you using your life's challenges as an excuse to stay stuck, or as a map to find your way out? If you found this summary helpful, please hit the like button and leave a comment with your thoughts on astrology. Don't forget to subscribe to Synthesize for more powerful insights. See you in the next video.